even. So like the Zoos cat gets more ads than you would. Well, I mean, well, what do you mean gets in more ads? PG Natto? Well, I mean, we're not super like, you know, I'm not trying to be like Disney G-rated or something, but at the same time, we're not like, you know, over the top with, you know, craziness in that way. Every once in a while, I slip some naughty language in there, but but it's not too common, typically speaking, I guess. That the purpose of TOS change to help advertisers demonetize people who discuss contentious things, while basically, which is basically carte blanche. You need to eventually watch Terrifier 3, highest grossing unrated movie. Unrated? I don't think I've ever seen an unrated movie before. I just found that censor filter. Yeah. No, not Disney. Come on. I'm not like a Disney Channel. Losing, do suspect a lot of these big streamers losing 80 to 95% of avenue for discussing politics and other spicy things. Yeah, well, we don't get into politics here. That's for sure. I don't, and it's not because of even ad stuff. I just don't want to get into politics. I have some rules in life. Mixing politics and religion is a dangerous combination in general, especially these days. You know, you can lose friends over this crap, which is sad, but it's true. Things are just that charged up these days. And I don't want to mix my hobby, my interest in this kind of stuff and hanging out with you guys. I do not want to get that all mixed up in politics and religion and all that other stuff. I'm not saying those things are not important. I'm just saying I don't want them here. It sounds like yeah, I know, right? Well, I know. I meant mixing politics and religion with this stream. I know, right? I think Greg's like, yeah, let's get out of this. Yeah, exactly. I think that's that's been like since day one of the rules on this channel. So we avoid that stuff. You know, I'm not suggesting people don't look into these things and research and have opinions. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying just don't bring it here. That's all. Let's see, there was one thing I wanted to do because I was having a hard time with it yesterday, which was, I think it's Green Hills. Oh wait, it's starting the splits, which I don't need. But check this out. You guys, I got my little software stream decky thing. I got it working with the auto splitter again, so now I can do it from just pressing a button. It's so much nicer now. Holy moly. New rules for the Game Awards. Okay, hold on. New rules for the Game Awards are now allowing. Yeah. I saw something about that. The Game Awards has really been getting a lot of flack over the last couple of days. It seems like. Admittedly, I have not watched the Game Awards myself in quite some time. Probably a few years, to be fair. Not for any particular reason, other than it's not been a big priority for me. But see, how come I can do it the first time? Jonte, thank you for the sub. Oh, sorry, Van Barra. Jonte, thank you for the gift sub to Van Barra. Appreciate that. Holy crap. That was super generous. Appreciate that, Jonte. Yeah, I'm practicing this room specifically here, you guys, because this room has been giving me a little bit of trouble in terms of making sure that I have enough supers at the early stage of the game. This room is not such a problem. It's this next room here that's the bigger problem. What did I say? I said that the Game Awards seems like it's been getting a lot of flack the last few days. Elden Ring DLC is probably winning Game of the Year. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. To be honest, I hate to say it, you guys, but we focus so much on retro games on the whole around here that I'm just really bad at keeping up with what's the most, I don't know, what's the new hotness. Unless it's something coming out on like a Nintendo Switch or something, I'm mostly not really following whatever is going on with Xbox and PC and PlayStation 5, unless I see something like on like a YouTube thing pop up in my feed or something like that, you know what I mean? So for me, I'm not really up to speed on what's going on with Game of the Year anyways. But DLC, I don't know, man. DLC does seem like a weird thing, kind of, right? Because it literally means downloadable content, which is add-on content, not from the original release. Yeah, I agree. Maybe a subcategory. I think a subcategory might be okay, but Game of the Year stuff kind of seems weird because to me, in my opinion, I feel like Game of the Year means game, like a new release, right? Yeah, you need the base game. That's kind of the whole point, right? If you didn't need a base game, then it would just DLC would be the game. And then, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Yeah, it does seem weird to me. So what is the purpose of adding that? Do you know what I mean? Like, what is the reason? There's probably some behind the scenes political gaming politics or potential advertising or kickbacks, or I don't know what. There's got to be some reason behind the scenes that this is happening, right? It can't just be. It can't just be just all of a sudden, unless they thought it was a good idea just to spice up the show and get more views. Maybe for some reason, maybe they thought they might get more viewers. For whatever reason. Okay, I need to get 2 shots in there. Money on their table to add DLC. Maybe. I don't know, Dark Guard, right? Jeff Keighley needs to make up money. Jeff Keighley is probably spending metric butt tons of money every year on these game shows that are getting more complex every time, for better or worse. And I don't know, maybe he wants money. Jeff Keighley, the host of the show, who used to be like a G4 guy, G4 employee or something. Don't think a remaster will ever win Game of the Year. Yeah, not a remaster. A remake might, though. Like, imagine maybe like Final Fantasy VII remake or something. I don't know what, but like a complete remake, I suppose. What about a remake? Does that count? Not a remastered, not just like cleaning up textures and sound and JGs. They changed it. They upgraded it from a CRT 4x3 game to like it can run on a 1080p on a flat panel now or something. You know what I mean? Like, what is the remasters too? Well, what's the man, I missed that stupid cactus. The remaster is far, at least, yeah, probably so. I think remakes, I don't know, remake is starting to get into kind of like, I feel like remake is starting to get into kind of a gray area. Because, I mean, remakes are like, maybe the core foundation of the game is the same, but they changed it. I mean, they probably changed how it looks. Maybe they changed some mechanics. Maybe they even changed the, I don't know, a little bit of the story or something out of it a little bit. I wouldn't call a remaster a remake. A remaster to me means like cleaning stuff up. Cleaning it up and like entirely new game. I mean, but then it's hard too, because like a remake is almost like taking the original game and basically incorporating DLC into it. You know what I mean? Like Resident Evil 4 remake. See, I wouldn't say Resident Evil 4 remake is an entirely new game. I wouldn't say it's an entirely new game. They added new stuff and they changed a few things, but I would not say it's a new game. It's almost like a remake is almost like the original game with bonus DLC and cleaning up the visuals. Thanks for the lurk. You know, man, I'm missing all these jumps. And I'm not trying to discredit Resident Evil 4, Vanbar. I know, especially since you're like, that's one of your favorite games ever right now. Doggo needing that sounds good. Thanks for the lurk, Elmac. Thanks again for the raid. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your evening. Take care of the Doge. And thank you for the good luck and the fun having wishes. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Should I... Do. Okay, somehow I missed the missile on that. This is the most important part. I should really probably mostly be practicing this room. I probably should be practicing this room the most. In fact, so I think that's what I'll do. I'm gonna make a save state in that one room. I'm gonna make a save state in this one room here. Or in the door transition, rather. Because this is what I need to be practicing. This is what I need to be practicing. By far, this is the part that's been giving me the headache right here. Do. Although I missed that super there, which was a bummer. In fact, I should be paying attention to where I'm getting the hit. So I think I let go of shoot on the last brick. Is that right? Right there. If I miss that one door shot, it's not a big deal. It's just icing on the cake if I get it. Like I said, if previous knowledge and experience from OG Resident Evil 4 is almost entirely useless for a remake. Is it though? Is it useless? I'm not so sure. Entirely useless? What do you mean by information? Do you mean story? Do you mean gameplay controls? What do you mean? I think that might be the secret spot. Letting go right here. Like right as you're standing. Okay, to be clear. So I think this spot right here, this is what I'm talking about, like right above this pillar. So I think when she's running and she stops right there, or not stops, but when she's right there, you go like that. Oh, look at that. You don't even have to run the whole way. You can just do it like literally like right there. Basically like something like that. Like that, get the super, boom, boom, boom. Different maps, guns, enemy behavior. Yeah. I mean, but not everything, right? I'm not saying that. I think to say that none of the information can be carried over in terms of previous playthrough knowledge isn't 100% fair. Because although there's changes, there's definitely things that are still similar, or in some cases kind of the same, just with a nice fresh coat of paint and stuff. Yeah, I agree, impressively different. I think I agree with impressively different. But to say that none of it carries over, I think is, or maybe you didn't say none. Maybe you didn't say. I would have to go back and read it. I might have misread that. But I agree. Yes, there is a lot different. Okay, almost nothing. Okay, so almost nothing. I mean, that's kind of a subjective thing, but to me that implies mostly nothing carries over. That might be a little heavy-handed, but I get your point. Okay, so basically, I think we've got the idea here. I just got to pay attention to make sure that I do the shot right and don't miss that super right there. That's the key. So when I'm standing exactly, okay, and I don't want to run too fast there. But that helps. That helps. That's a big deal. Because that would give me 4 supers at that point. And if I have 4 supers, then I at least have a much better opportunity to do the warehouse the way I want to do the warehouse. Okay, now I'm nailing it pretty good. I'm nailing it with a pretty solid repetitive ability. By the way, guys, we have some more avatar. I made a quick command. I'll probably try to make this better. We have a command now with that will list all the exclamation commands that thank you for the that we have for the avatars. Some of those exclamation commands do require like adding a username afterwards, like attack at username, for example. Exclamation point bomb, you can do your own bomb or you can bomb at a username. Dancing, dueling, freezing. I'm gonna try freeze again. It worked when I was testing earlier. Freeze, Capricornery. Did it work? Oh, there she is. She's frozen in an ice cube now. Capricorn is frozen in an ice cube. I think it goes away after a few seconds or something. I think you can, or maybe not. Maybe she's permanently frozen. Can I unfreeze Capricornery? Maybe it lasts for like 30 seconds or something. There's probably a default timer on that. Okay, keep an eye on Capricornery. I think you have to I don't think you can just freeze. I think you have to freeze someone else. I think you have to type in a username. So my point is that some of those commands require adding a username or something afterwards, and others don't. So probably ultimately what I'm going to have to do is add a link or something with some explanations how to use them properly. Because some of them, if you type them incomplete in the chat, the bot thing, may pop up a message in chat saying, oh, hey, you need to add a username or something. And some of them may be mod only. However, I'm trying to think of a way that, like, using my kind of like my Stream Deck software thing that I use, program, that I may be able to, if somebody types it in chat, even if they're not a mod, that it would just basically send their message and relay it to my account, and then my account could put it into chat in some way. I'm trying to think of how I could work around it, basically. So just because the actual program itself may say that something is mod only, I may be able to do some shenanigans behind the scenes to make these other things available to other people in chat that are not mods. However, I probably will add like Quakey coin costs to some of these things, you know, to make it a little bit more, I don't know, quote unquote special or whatever. So that if they remake SM, you want a pretty newish adventure where most of the experience doesn't transfer over. Okay. Okay, yeah, like a Resident Evil, like, I guess if you want to use another comparison, maybe like a Resident Evil 4, maybe not graphically speaking, but in terms of the amount of changes and stuff. I mean, I guess that could be kind of cool. Keep some of the storyline, keep some of the main storyline the same. Okay, I don't want to be, I'm probably letting go of the left trigger button or something, which I probably shouldn't do too soon. Yeah, a massive overhaul. That way it doesn't like bother people who are like huge fans of the original Super Metroid. But yet give you something new to play around with. What if they made a Super Metroid like a Metroid Dread kind of style? You know what I mean? Like Metroid Dread Super Metroid version. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so I think I feel pretty confident, or at least reasonably confident with that part. Warehouse, and then, oh yeah, you know what? Early super missiles. I want to see if there's something I can do for early super missiles to make that better, because that part annoys the living bejeebas out of me. That I have such a big problem with that. Is it Decora Room? No, before this. Before this. Early Supers Room is driving me crazy. Okay, this is where I want to go. Yeah, I think it could be. You know, I don't know. I after playing regular Super Metroid for so long, it kind of makes me wonder, like, wait, hold on. Let me think. I want to make a save state here real quick. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Oh crap. I don't think that worked right. Like, I don't know. Okay, maybe that'll work. Whoops. You gotta keep holding A NATO. That worked. That didn't work. The only thing I would worry about from playing Super Metroid is that, you know, you kind of get used to having like, oh, that kind of worked. Can I do that? You get used to using like a standard controller, and Metroid Dread is based on like you know, is based on using like the other kind of control. Arms up. What's going on? Arms up. Oops. I'm not sure how they would handle controller stuff. I wonder if that would work though. If I did to the right and then left side, right and then left side. Right, left side. No, maybe not. Too slow. You wouldn't, not even the control style? Ah. With new buttons seems good to you? But I guess the difference though, Dark Guard, is that you're probably not used to playing this game like on a routine basis. Like I play this game a lot. But to be fair, I guess probably there's a lot of people who play this game, don't play this game nearly as much as people who speedrun, of course, which is going to be the vast majority of probably Metroid fans, to be fair. Mouse, you play on mouse, wait, what do you play on mouse and keyboard? Are you crazy? What do you play on mouse and keyboard? You can play S. That's not, why would you use a mouse and keyboard versus, or mouse even a keyboard? Some people play, I know. Rando, what is the mouse even used for? What is the mouse used for? The menu? What on earth is a mouse used for an SM? Ah, dude, I hate this. For for the tracker. Well, that's different, right? You don't use it to. Man, okay, this is going to be hard for me to figure out. I mean, it kind of works, but you got to get it just right. I mean, it looks like if you stand up just at the right time, you can kind of sneak up right in between those two wavers, but man, oh man, I don't know if I can do that every time. I'm doing it a lot right now. It seems to work, you guys. It seems to actually work. Oh, except I screwed that up. Okay, that's probably not gonna work. Ah. Now I'm thinking about it too much. I know you're supposed to deboost, but I know you're supposed to deboost, but I'm not there yet. My first goal is to just not get hit. Ah, stupid wall jumps. I mean, I could deboost there, I guess, too, but I have to pay attention. I'm really rushing that second wall jump too much. Because I'm too worried about that I have to go fast. But I would say that in general it's probably working a lot better than... I don't know. We'll have to see. mean, I don't care. Even if I hit one of them, as long as it just doesn't knock me down. I don't care if I lose the health. What I do care is if I fall down. Like that, I don't mind getting hit. Do you know what I mean? I think it's doing not too bad. As long as I can stop the rolling at the right spot. If I can stop my roll at the correct spot, then I think I'm probably okay.